the situation of Alexander Isak, because as mentioned today, the player is exploring a move away from Newcastle. He's been clear with the club. And so what happens? Newcastle started to react. Exclusive story you found today on the channel, in the video, and on my social media platforms is now spreading all over the world. Newcastle are going big, or at least are trying to go big, for Benjamin Sesko. Newcastle are on it. Newcastle, from what I understand, I can add this detail tonight, are prepared to make a proposal to the player and to present their project to the player. Newcastle really want to try to bring Benjamin Sesko. That will be massive. It's not easy because, as I mentioned in the previous video, there is this kind of gentleman agreement between Sesko and Leipzig. He can leave the club for a special club and special work.
Chelsea make decision over Alexander Isak pursuit amid Liverpool transfer link. Chelsea are reportedly not in the race to sign Newcastle United striker Alexander Isak. The 25-year-old striker has been outstanding for the Magpies in the past few seasons, but he is open to leaving the club this summer. Chelsea have been reportedly linked with a move for Isak, but Cave Solikal has poured cold water on the rumors. The Sky Sports journalist claims that the Blues are not in the race for the Magpies striker, and they have complete faith in the players they have at their disposal for the Premier League and Champions League next season. The Blues have bolstered their forward department this summer by signing Liam Delap from Ipswich Town, but they could still look to add a new striker, especially if Nicholas Jackson leaves the club. Isac has reportedly informed Newcastle that he wants to explore his option after missing their pre-season tour of Asia. Liverpool's push for Isac, as Newcastle stand firm. Newcastle United remain adamant about retaining Alexander Isak, who still has 3 years left on his contract at St. James's Park. However, despite their firm stance, summer switch to Liverpool cannot be completely ruled out. Even after completing a high-profile move for Hugo Ekitike from Eintracht Frankfurt for an initial £69 million, Liverpool are reportedly still keen on bringing in Isac to bolster their attack further. According to the Daily Mail, the Reds are preparing to launch a British record-breaking bid for the Swedish forward, who enjoyed a sensational 2024-25 season by scoring 27 goals and 42 appearances across all competitions for the Magpies. Chelsea's withdrawal from the race has provided a significant boost to Liverpool's hopes, as very few Premier League clubs possess the financial strength to match Newcastle's valuation. Manchester City theoretically have the resources, but given Erling Haaland's long-term contract that runs until 2034, they are unlikely to enter the fray. Arne Slot, having taken over from Jurgen Klopp and guided Liverpool to a league title in his debut season, now appears determined to reshape the team further with key additions. This summer marks a different chapter for Liverpool. The club has already invested around £300 million in 7 signings, including marquee arrivals such as Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong, Teki, adding Isac to that mix for a fee exceeding £100 million would give Liverpool one of the most star-studded squads in Europe. The Swedish striker has notched 62 goals in just 109 matches for Newcastle and is now one of the most sought-after forwards in world football. Manchester United rule out move for Isac, Jackson, and Sesko. Manchester United, on the other hand, are not expected to pursue a move for Isac during this window. While speculation has linked the Red Devils with the Swedish striker as well as RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko and Chelsea's Nicholas Jackson, none of these deals appear feasible due to financial constraints. Earlier in the summer, United completed 2 major signings: Matthias Cunha for £62.5 million and Brian Bumo from Brentford for a deal that could rise to £71 million. Despite those additions, the club is still exploring options to reinforce their attack following an underwhelming season from Rasmus Højlund. However, Manchester Evening News reports that United are not expected to make a formal bid for Isac, who has reportedly asked Newcastle to leave him out of their pre-season tour of Asia to facilitate a move away. Liverpool are currently viewed as frontrunners for his signature. Newcastle, for their part, are said to value Isac at an eye-watering £150 million, a fee well out of reach for United, especially considering they are also trying to offload players like Jadon Sancho, Antony, and Alejandro Garnacho to balance the books. Journalist Craig Hope has also reported that deals for both Sesko and Jackson are unlikely to progress, primarily due to the substantial transfer fees involved. Leipzig might consider selling Sesko for around £61 million, while Chelsea are reportedly demanding as much as £100 million for Jackson. United remain in the market for a striker, but may be forced to look elsewhere. Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins is one name under consideration, though his £60 million price tag may also prove prohibitive. Free agent Dominic Calvert-Lewin has been mentioned as a low-cost alternative, while PSG's Randal Kolo Muani and Juventus' Dusan Vlahovic are also being tracked for now. United's center-forward options heading into the 2025-26 season include Rasmus Højlund, Joshua Zirkzee, and Cheeto Obi. Liverpool moved to secure Connacht amid Madrid interest in other news. Liverpool are making moves to secure Ibrahima Konate's long-term future at the club. The French defender, now in the final year of his 5-year contract, has reportedly turned down multiple extension offers. Despite that, the club remains unwilling to sell him, according to Foot Mercado. Liverpool have presented an improved contract offer in hopes of convincing Konate to commit his future to Anfield. The urgency to secure him comes after the loss of Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid, and the Reds are determined not to repeat that mistake Konate was instrumental in. Liverpool's title-winning campaign last season, forming a formidable partnership with Virgil van Dijk, he featured in 31 Premier League matches, scoring once, and also found the net in a Champions League group stage clash against AC Milan. Liverpool rate the 26-year-old very highly, and is reported by Fabrizio Romano. They are optimistic about reaching a new agreement, although there's a risk the situation could change if the player refuses to renew. Defensive reinforcements needed after Quansah. Exit with Jarell Quansah having completed a move to Bayer Leverkusen, and Joe Gomez also likely to depart. Liverpool are actively pursuing reinforcements at the back. New centre-back has now become a top priority for Arne Slot. The Reds have been linked with Crystal Palace's Mark Guéhi as a potential addition. Whether a deal can be struck remains to be seen, but discussions are reportedly ongoing as Liverpool look to solidify their defensive line before the window closes. Adam Wharton tipped for Liverpool's switch next summer. Looking ahead to 2026, Liverpool have also been tipped as strong contenders to sign Crystal Palace midfielder Adam Wharton. In a recent interview with Tottenham News, former Premier League scout Brian King expressed his admiration for Wharton and suggested Liverpool are favourites to land him. Liverpool are certainly on the horizon for him, as are Tottenham, King said. He's got a great engine, a complete midfielder. I think he's made the right decision to stay at Palace for another season. It won't hurt his long-term prospects. Wharton's rise and fit for Liverpool. Wharton has shown tremendous development under Oliver